When you hear the words dark web, your mind probably jumps to a digital back alley filled with shadowy hackers and terrifying illegal markets. Most people think it's just a playground for criminals, where all the worst parts of the internet are on display. But what if that's only half the story? What if some of the most important information on the planet is hidden there, protected by those same shadows? First, let's clear the air. The internet you use every day, Google, YouTube, TikTok, is just the surface web. It's the tip of the iceberg. Everything else, that's the deep web. That sounds ominous, but it's actually just the private internet. Your emails, internet banking portals, and medical records. But tucked away in the deepest corner is the dark web. You can't find it on Google, and you can't get there with Chrome or Firefox either. You need the Tor browser. Tor doesn't just connect you to a site, it bounces your signal through a global network of volunteer relays, stripping away your digital identity until you become completely anonymous. This anonymity is a double-edged sword. It shields the bad guys, but it also protects journalists, whistleblowers, and regular people living under governments that track every single keystroke. Today, I'm taking you on a guided tour of 10 secret websites that are active and running in 2026. We're moving from official government portals to the most infamous marketplaces on the web today. A word of warning. This is a guided tour for educational purposes only. I'm taking the risk so you don't have to. The dark web is an unregulated place, crawling with malware and fraught with legal landmines. Don't go exploring on your own. Now let's head into the digital shadows. We're starting our descent in the shallow end, a layer where you'll find some surprisingly familiar names. These aren't sinister traps. They're official mirrors of well-known organizations using the dark web for good. Kicking things off is a site that sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's 100% real. The U.S. Central Intelligence Agency has an official home on the dark web. It sounds like a paradox, right? Why would the world's most powerful spy agency want to be hidden? The answer is simple: intelligence gathering. The CIA's .Onion site is a high-security, anonymous tip line. Imagine you're a whistleblower in a country with total internet censorship, somewhere like Venezuela or Iran. Just visiting the CIA's public website could get you arrested instantly. But through their dark web portal, you can report threats or send in tips without leaving a single red flag for your government to find. It's a secure digital dead drop for the 21st century. The CIA isn't using this site to give information to you. They're using it to make sure the world's most dangerous secrets flow safely to them. Coming in at number 9 is ProPublica, the nonprofit investigative powerhouse that changed the game. On January 6, 2016, ProPublica made history by becoming the first ever major news organization to launch a dedicated .Onion site on the dark web. This wasn't about being edgy, it was a direct response to global surveillance. As lead developer Mike Tigas famously stated, everyone should have the ability to decide what types of metadata they leave behind. By hosting their site on the Tor network, ProPublica ensures that readers in high-risk zones can bypass great firewalls and deep packet inspection. When you visit their dark web mirror, you aren't just hiding your identity. You're stripping away the metadata, the digital breadcrumbs like your location, device type, and time of visit that governments use to track dissidents. For ProPublica, the dark web is a vital sanctuary for the First Amendment, allowing whistleblowers and citizens to read the truth without becoming targets themselves. A lifeline for journalists living under regimes where the truth is a crime. At number 8 is the Gray Lady herself, the New York Times. In October 2017, the Times officially launched its own fully mirrored .Onion site. While many associate the dark web with crime, for millions globally, it's the only reliable portal to uncensored truth. The primary goal is simple: smash through censorship. In highly surveilled countries like Russia and China, The main New York Times website is routinely blocked by sophisticated government firewalls using methods like DNS filtering and deep packet inspection. The Tor version bypasses these blocks entirely. When a user connects, their internet traffic is wrapped in multiple layers of encryption and bounced through at least 3 volunteer-run relays across the globe. This masks both the user's identity and the destination of the traffic. Crucially, this means even a highly sophisticated government surveillance system cannot tell you are reading the New York Times. All they see is encrypted static. The dark web isn't just about hiding crime. For the Times, it's a critical piece of digital infrastructure ensuring journalism remains accessible in an increasingly fragmented and censored global internet. This next entry isn't just a website, it's a high-tech fortress. Meet SecureDrop, the open-source system behind some of the biggest whistleblowing bombshells of the last decade. It isn't your typical upload site. It's a high-security pipeline designed to let sources leak sensitive documents, encrypted tapes, and internal recordings without leaving a single digital footprint. We're talking about the tech that fueled investigations into everything from global drug cartels to high-level government corruption. The final project launched by the legendary internet activist Aaron Swartz. SecureDrop is so trusted that industry titans like The Guardian, The Washington Post, and The New York Times all host their own dedicated dead drop servers. And here is the secret sauce. SecureDrop uses the Tor network to mask your IP address and create an air gap. When a journalist views your submission, they do it on a computer that has never been connected to the internet. This makes it virtually impossible for hackers or government agencies to intercept the data. In an era of total surveillance, SecureDrop remains the ultimate tool for truth, giving the world's bravest sources a way to bring the darkest secrets into the light while staying completely invisible. We're only 4 sites in, and we've already seen the CIA, the Gray Lady's 1,700 dark sites, and the tech powerhouse that has transformed modern whistleblowing. If you think these sites are wild, wait until you see the final entry on this list. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. You don't want to miss the shocking site made the #1 spot. All right, now we're wading into murkier waters. These next few sites aren't strictly prohibited, but they live in a gray area. They're tools and communities built around privacy and anonymity, which means they often brush up against the web's darker elements. This is where the lines start to get blurry. You probably know them as the anti-Google. DuckDuckGo has been the default search engine for Tor users for years due to their strict no-tracking policy. But did you know they have a dedicated home on the dark web? Their .Onion service takes privacy to a whole new level. Here's why that matters. Normally, when you search the regular web via Tor, your traffic eventually has to pass through an exit node to reach the site. That exit node is the weakest link. It's where your data is most vulnerable to being sniffed. By using DuckDuckGo's native Onion site, your connection stays within the encrypted Tor circuit the entire time. You never leave the network. You get the same surface web results you're used to, but with end-to-end encryption that hides your digital footprint from even the most sophisticated trackers. Think of it as a 100% anonymous tunnel to the world's information. It makes it impossible for your ISP or the websites you visit to build a profile on you. It's your private window to the public internet, kept safely under the permanent protection of Tor. Further into the gray zone, we find Riseup, a tech collective that's been the digital backbone for social justice since 1999. This volunteer-run organization operates on a strict zero-knowledge philosophy, providing secure email and chat services for activists and journalists globally. Their servers use full disk encryption and do not log your IP address. For those in high-risk zones, they offer a dedicated .Onion service. By staying entirely within the Tor network, Users can bypass state surveillance and mobilize without leaving a single digital footprint. But this champion of privacy ran into trouble in 2017 when the FBI served 2 sealed warrants, forcing them to cooperate in an investigation into users allegedly involved in international extortion. It was a major turning point that highlighted the dual nature of these tools. Riseup responded by implementing personally encrypted email storage in 2026. This means that today, even if the FBI shows up with a warrant, Riseup literally doesn't have the key to read your emails. It's a powerful reminder that while these tools are essential for human rights, they require constant innovation to stay ahead of the curve. If the dark web has a town square, it's a forum called Dread. Launched in 2018 by an anonymous admin known as Hugbunter, it quickly became the default destination after Reddit banned communities discussing darknet markets. Dread is designed to look and feel just like Reddit, with subdreads instead of subreddits. While some discussions cover cybersecurity, privacy, or general topics, the main activity revolves around the underground economy. Users actively review specific hacking tools and darknet markets, report scams, and swap tips for cybercrimes. For us in cybersecurity, Dread is a gold mine, offering a real-time, uncensored look into the cybercrime world. It has persisted in 2026 despite constant challenges, including frequent DDoS attacks from rival groups and law enforcement scrutiny. Dread has over 2,000 active sub-communities and hundreds of thousands of users, cementing its role as the undisputed social hub of the dark web. Everything we've seen so far was the safe side of the tracks. We've now reached the deepest, darkest point of the iceberg. These final sites are the ones truly responsible for the dark web's sinister reputation. They aren't just underground markets. They are sophisticated active black markets where actual cybercrime unfolds in real time. This is where the most valuable information on the dark web changes hands. Stolen credit card numbers, massive personal data breaches, and powerful hacking tools. For intelligence agencies and cybersecurity firms, monitoring these digital black markets is an absolute necessity for fighting modern crime. Let me be perfectly clear. Accessing these sites is highly illegal and incredibly dangerous. Our first stop in the truly dark zone is Brian's Club, one of the most infamous carding sites on the internet. Carding is the trafficking of stolen credit card information. For years, Brian's Club operated like a massive automated supermarket for financial fraud, selling millions of stolen dumps, the raw card data, and fulls, the card data bundled with personal info like dates of birth and social security numbers. It gained legendary status in fraud circles for its longevity, reportedly operating for since 2014. It generated a massive amount of illicit revenue. One estimate from security firm Flashpoint put the value of cards for sale at over $414 million. It was even dramatically hacked back in 2019 by an unknown party, leading to the leak of 26 million stolen card records, which were then shared with banks to cancel them and prevent fraud. Despite that massive breach and constant pressure from global law enforcement agencies like the FBI, Brian's Club has proven to be incredibly resilient. As of 2026, it is still very active on the dark web and remains one of the longest-running and most well-known players in the financial crime supply chain, continuing to supply fraudsters with fresh cards. Despite its name, the Russian market operates mostly in English and has become a global hotspot for a specific kind of stolen data: the logs from info stealer malware. Info stealers are nasty programs that vacuum up everything from a victim's computer, saved passwords, browser cookies that bypass two-factor authentication, crypto wallet data, and social media logins. These logs are uploaded within hours of infection. Russian Market is an automated shop where criminals can buy these complete data dumps for shockingly low prices, often just $10 to $20 per log, sometimes as little as a few dollars. This allows even low-skill hackers to easily take over accounts, bypass authentication software, and launch devastating attacks. Sellers on Russian Market use AI-powered malware strains like Llama, Vidar, Redline, and Raccoon. When law enforcement recently disrupted the Llama Stealers operation in May 2025, a new variant called a Creed quickly rose to take its place, showing how resilient this ecosystem is. For cybersecurity pros, the site is a treasure trove of threat intelligence, offering a direct view into which malware campaigns are active and what data is being stolen from victims worldwide. Despite its high profile, the Russian Market has avoided the major takedowns that hit competitors like Genesis Market and Biden Cash. Experts believe this is likely because its operators are in jurisdictions where international law enforcement has limited reach, allowing the market to remain active through 2026. For a time, Abacus Market represented the peak of the modern, all-in-one darknet superstore. While sites like Brian's Club specialize, Abacus was a massive bazaar selling almost everything illegal you can imagine, from drugs to hacking tools and huge troves of stolen data. What made Abacus so shocking was its sheer professionalism. It operated with the sophistication of a legit e-commerce site featuring vendor ratings, two-factor authentication, and an escrow system to handle crypto payments. This organization built trust among criminals, making it a dangerously active market that at its peak captured over 70% of the Western darknet market. Monitoring a market like Abacus gives an unparalleled look into the cybercrime-as-a-service economy. However, these markets are incredibly volatile. They are constantly under pressure from law enforcement and are famous for exit scamming, where the admins suddenly shut the site down and vanish with all the money. In mid-2025, Abacus did just that, disappearing offline in a suspected exit scam. Its rise and fall show how chaotic this ecosystem is, but for as long as it operated, Abacus was a live, pulsating map of the entire criminal underground. From the official Onion page of the CIA to the sprawling criminal enterprise of Abacus Market, we've journeyed across the full, bizarre spectrum of the dark web. We've seen that it isn't just one thing. It's a complex ecosystem built on the powerful, double-edged sword of anonymity. It's a place where freedom of the press lives right alongside industrial-scale cybercrime, a tool for activists fighting for a better world, and for criminals selling stolen lives. Ultimately, the dark web is just a reflection of human nature at its most extreme, for both good and evil. I'll say it one last time. I seriously urge you to stay away from these hidden corners of the internet. This video is meant to be a safe window into that world, not a map for you to follow. The risks are very real. But now I want to hear from you. What was the most surprising website on this list? Was it the fact that legitimate news organizations are on the dark web, or the shocking professionalism of the illegal marketplaces? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And as always, stay safe and stay informed.